election hot on our calloused heels, let's have a look now at the political climate around Australia. Let's start with Western Australia, where things are not looking pretty. There's a tornado and shit is flying everywhere, in which Bill Shorten calls a desperate smear of Labor candidate Dr. Anne Alley. Julie Bishop brought on some hot winds of her own by asking Alley to explain her actions in regard to the sentencing of a suspected terrorist. We jump across now to the Northern Territory. Now, we've had some icy winds blow up from the south as the coalition has criticised Olympic gold medalist Nova Peris for leaving politics and accused her of abandoning her constituents. There's been a lot of ground fog as she's been replaced by Melandari McCarthy, who isn't enrolled in the Northern Territory. That fog has since lifted to a light mist, and now it's just a moderate risk of thunderstorms, which could just be a chorus of confused mumbles. Let's slide over to Queensland as we see human smog cloud Bob Katter experience a flash flood of information by releasing an ad campaign in which he shoots 2 people the very same week as the Orlando shooting. This created a subtropical shitstorm between Katter and President David Koch.
You didn't know that there was a shooting in Orlando?
I repeat to you that I get in every night at midnight, and with all due respects, I watch a movie if I switch the television on, not that I do.
Oh, Bob,
and I do not read the newspapers. I haven't read the newspapers in ages.
Oh, come on.
A severe weather warning in New South Wales as heavy smoke cloud and black haze hangs over Sydney, a result of Paul Keating doing some backburning as he declared that the Labor Party is more green than they are. Through the fire and brimstone, he announced, quote, "They are a bunch of opportunists and trots hiding behind a gum tree pretending that they're the Labor Party. This haze is set to remain at least until the election." Strong winds are creeping in as the Sex Party's low-pressure trough blows a humid cloud towards Canberra after having their signs censored. However, it's unlikely to affect moisture levels in our nation's capital due to the fact that the Sex Party can't penetrate Parliament. And in Victoria, the state government is all sunshine and rainbows, with Daniel Andrews aiming for 0 greenhouse emissions by 2050. He also attended a marriage equality rally. Hopefully this issue will be resolved much sooner. Polling in Tasmania suggests a high in enthusiasm for Jackie Lambie and the Jackie Lambie Network, with widespread concerns for their Senate seats amongst the major parties. Before heading out on Saturday, locals are advised to rug up in a big package and heaps of cash. And finally, we visit South Australia as it braces itself for a pokies drought as curious centrist Nick Xenophon rips through the southern region and destroys all machines. He's gaining momentum as Supreme Commander of South Australia and is set to take over Christopher Pyne's seat of Sturt. Well, that's it for this week's political forecast. Back to you and me in the studio.